I'm sorry if I might divert you from the main point, but my question is...
If you're diverting me, then it's not welcome. I'm sorry.
No, it's not all that diversion. It's not all that diversion.
But you just said so. No, I'm sorry, Nicholas. I'm sorry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Anthony Chituka, if you're still with us, please. Mr. Anthony Chituka.
Edwin, please, before you close,
yes.
I'll say something, please. It's Elizabeth. I just want to hear from Yasmin Sekamanyi, because he has been in the UK for a long time, and we relate to his story, and we want to know his challenges or his success stories so we can follow suit. Because I thought the conversation was to encourage diaspora.
It's okay. Elizabeth, got you. Mr. Yasin Sekimwanyi, are you here?
I'm here, sir.
My request to you is, I do understand your pain with what previous panelists have spoken, but let's focus, let's try to be positive. State your case, present your case. You've had the diasporans, they want to hear your story. So let's focus on solutions as opposed to problems and all that. Please go ahead. Please, under a minute, we don't have a lot of time.
Right, in the minute. Right, working as a security guard, earning something like £2,000 or 2,500, I think the majority of Ugandans who are in UK are earning that amount of money. There are very few people who are earning over that money, all right? And what I've had today actually is all business coming in for people who are earning something way, way higher than that. All the houses, all we are talking about billions, 200 millions. I know what it takes just to have 50 millions into your account in the UK. For someone earning 2,500, all right, you have to pay your rent, you have to pay your bills, you have to pay for your transport, you have families to look after. What we are talking about, I don't know, you know, my worry was, whom are we targeting? Whom are we talking to here? All right, I don't want to be talking like a banker, but I want to talk to a real common man. As a security guard, all my siblings are bus drivers, they are caretakers. That is the majority of Ugandans. The topic today, we should be looking at those people with their earning. How are we going to empower them to invest back home? All right. The properties we are talking about of 900, 300, they are not going to be affording that. For me now to go through with this quickly in under a minute, this is what I'm going to tell them. Today, don't stress so much about buying these condominiums for 300, 500, 400. Don't mind about that. It took me over 15 years to develop my entity. To develop that, I had to be patient. I had to be persistent. I was earning a little, but I was buying plots here. With real estate, one thing I want to teach you here in Uganda, don't rush. Don't buy where everyone has already bought. You as a person working in diaspora, you are not going to be able to do that. No one should lie to you. I know what you earn over there. You are not going to be able to do it. What you can do here, get out of Kampala. Kampala is already expensive. Go somewhere where it is cheaper. You have to be able to understand that in real estate, it's going to take you at least 10 years for a common man like me. Leave the property there, buy the land, leave it, give it time, give it something like 5 to 10 years to appreciate. There's no way with our income back in England, there's no way we are going to come here and be able to buy apartments of 300 million. And I don't want people to be stressed when it comes to that. And when it comes to loan, anyone who's going to be taking a loan here, make sure at least you have 50% of what you want to buy. If you want to buy something for 300 million, at least make sure you have 150. I'm telling you, I'm not a banker, but I'm telling you because in every business I do, I engage common sense. I engage common sense. In my talks on Bakaluba Property Services page, I'm always telling you this, that I'm giving you simple information you can digest, because I always see myself as low of the lowest when it comes to the UK, and we are the majority. I don't want us to come on this forum, be here for hours, listen, and at the end of the day, be like my dad in the 90s, who was listening to the national budget for over 2 hours. He tells us to keep quiet, and at the end of it, he tells us, all right, what did I say? He didn't get a thing, but he was busy concentrating. I want to talk to you such that you can get it. These are the things I want us to concentrate on. Now, when it comes to getting a land title here, what is the Prime Minister going to help us with when it comes to dual nationality? How can you own land? They're asking for people living in diaspora before they can have their land titles here to have national IDs. How do you make it easier for them to have their national IDs? Now, from the 1st of October, you have to go to lands if you want to transfer your land title here. Someone in England, how are they going to present themselves? How are they going to be around? These are the things I want us to understand. Someone talking from Uganda Airlines, I want you to understand the way I understand things. Ugandans need to understand that when they're going to board your plane, you're going to give them like 30, 40 kilograms. That's what they understand. All you're talking about, they don't understand it. We want to know that when we are going to England, we'll be able to go with our matoke, all right? And every Ugandan who wants to buy, every Ugandan who wants to buy a piece of land, I can guarantee you, you can buy any piece of land anywhere from 5 million. Don't worry about Uganda. Don't worry about Kampala. Don't worry about Wakiso. Don't worry about places which are already developed. Go where you can afford. Give it time, it will develop. I have a lady who bought a land 15 years ago on Entebbe Road. This lady was called by our Indian brother like 5 months ago, and she was offered $1 billion shillings for that piece of land because this gentleman wanted to put there a petrol station. And this lady has been there for 20 years. He has never seen that amount of money for all the years she had labored in the UK. So I call upon you, don't wait for the right to be, don't wait for the time to be right. Don't go for expensive places. Just go anywhere you can afford and buy and give it time. That is what real estate dictates. You should do that. And I am Haji Yasin Bakaluba from Bakaluba Property Services. I'm building for Ugandans in diaspora. Many people want to develop back home, but they didn't have the right person to do it for them. I'm here to do it for them. I hope I utilized my 1 minute and I didn't go above it. Thank you so much for having me.
I am liking this guy. Thank you so much, Haji Yasin Bakaluba.
Thank you so much. I had to rush. I respect time.
Okay, Mr. Chituka, please, we need to wrap up. What do you think of Mr. Bakaluba's submission?
Ugandans will go everywhere. Ugandans will go everywhere. The population is growing. I'm telling you, as a Ugandan man will have 5, 6, 7, 8 kids anywhere in Uganda.
Please. Thank you, Haji. Mr. Anthony Chituka, I am with you. We are trying to wrap up now. The question is, you've had Haji Bakaluba's submission, but also more importantly, I know that there's disparities in people that we are talking to. We have those. There's the house and the house, whichever the case may be. But the concern also, as you addressed briefly what Haji has alluded to, also since you're dealing with finance, how can the diaspora be able to make sense of their money by multiplying it responsibly, meaningfully, and make a return on investment? Please, you have the floor briefly.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank Yasin for a very animated presentation and very passionate, truly Ugandan. And I hear you. I mean, definitely, as you've mentioned, the target audience, this was a diaspora mainly, and he's telling us diaspora aren't the billionaires, but they're people who earn several £1,000s a month. The focus, I guess, I suppose, is how do you support them in whatever field they are. Is it about transferring small amounts of money to pay school fees? Is it about identifying investment opportunities and building slowly? Yasin himself said it took him 15 years. That means if an average diasporan is going to do that, he must find a way or have a way to ensure that every single pound he sends to Uganda is invested in the right place, in the right area. And that's what various, including housing, by the way. There have to be high-end housing. It could be middle-class housing or even low-income housing, and there are all opportunities are there for that. And the banks will support that. In terms of return on investment, obviously, yes, you have to be a bit smart about it. Pick the winners. Right now, the opportunities because of COVID, I mean,